Good morning, children. This is lesson 5, Evolution of Communication. Evolution of communication means the development of communication. What is communication? You will come to know in this lesson. What is the need for writing, use of pigeons, postal service, invention, telephone and telegraph, printing press, computer, satellite. These all you will learn in this chapter, that how early humans developed all these things, how they learned about writing, how they learned how to use pigeons for the communicate, postal services, how we are using postal services for the communication, invention of telephone and telegraph. Okay, so all these you will learn in the chapter, that how we have developed all these skills. Okay, in today's class, children, we will learn about need for writing, use of pigeons, postal services, invention of telephone and telegraph. Up to that, even for printing press also you will learn little. Okay, this much topic we will cover today, and remaining topics we will cover in the next class. Let's see what is there. This is what get set go. So you should get ready to read the lesson. Before learning about all that things, you should know that what this symbol means. Match the symbols. You know, children, these all are the symbols. Okay, and what they communicate, what it tells, what is the meaning of that symbols. With this symbol, what do you understand? It means that hospital is ahead. Hospital is ahead. This symbol means that hospital is there. Okay, so it is the symbol. With the symbol we are communicating, we are sharing our views, we are telling to each other, we are sending some message with these symbols. Okay, and this is the symbol. This symbol means what, children? This is use stairs. Use stairs. Use stairs. Third, this is what it means, what, children? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. These symbols mean. Now, this symbol, you are very familiar about this symbol. Yes, this is Wi-Fi available. Now Wi-Fi is available, and it means what? Restaurant ahead. Restaurant ahead. And it means what, children? Where is that? What is that the meaning? Do not litter. Do not litter. Okay, so we are ready to read the lesson now. You have learnt about these symbols, what that symbols means, and these symbols also communicating with us. It is also giving some message to us. Now see the lesson. Communication is sending and receiving message. In the beginning, early humans used gestures to communicate. Gestures means that some expressions by hands. Expressions by hands, like you are sometimes waving your, if you have to call someone, always we are not saying, no, come here. Sometimes by our expressions we say, with our hands we are telling to come here. That is the expressions. Okay, so firstly what happened, that early humans, what if they had to communicate? Communication means, first of all you should know what is communication. Is sending and receiving message, means you are telling something to someone, or you are understanding what the other is saying. Okay, like you two friends are talking, but you are not able to talk because you don't have the language. Then how will you talk? You will say some movements, some actions, you know. That is only gestures. Okay, so in the beginning, early humans used gestures to communicate. They also used smoke signals as danger alert. See here this image. So they had these smoke signals. Each smoke signal was telling that danger is there. What is that? Danger is there, so nobody should come there. So this is alert of danger, this smoke signal. Okay. Later, early humans drew pictures on the walls of caves to express themselves. Here you can see that caves, on the cave wall they have drawn some pictures to tell what they want to say. Okay, then what is there? Many caves in Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka, that is the name of place that is in Madhya Pradesh, have cave paintings made by early humans. So in that Madhya Pradesh, this place Bhimbetka, there are many cave paintings made by the early humans. You can see, although this form of expressing ideas was easy to understand, it took a great amount of time. With time, early humans began to use symbols for words and sounds. So what happened? Although this form of expressing ideas were easy to understand, these expressions like waving hand for calling someone or these were easy to understand. But what happened? With the time, early humans began to use symbols. Then after that, as you have studied symbols, like restaurant and this Wi-Fi, so they also learned these symbols for words and sounds, and they had some words and different sounds they were making to call or to tell their views, what they want to tell. They were using different sounds. This is how the first alphabet came into being. And this way, when they were making some sounds, wa, like that, so this way the first alphabet was came into being, came into use. Clear? Now need for writing. How they learnt about writing when they had the need for writing. Increasing trade and commerce between distant spaces made it necessary for the people to communicate with other living in different places. In previous lesson, children, you have learnt about that when they learned farming, then what happened? That they had produced surplus goods, they had more goods, then what? They that trade and commerce is increased, their business is increased, and they had to go far places to sell their crops, or they learned to make these utensils also, many more tools also. So they were busy in other activities, in making other activities. Now their business is increased, they have to go to other places to sell their product. For that, what happened? They feel that now they need something writing. For writing also, they have to give the message, they have to give the message those people are living far. So people, to communicate with others living in different places, it also became necessary to maintain records for the goods trade. This led to the invention. Now they need to make records of the goods trade, what they have sold, how many products, how many things they have sold, how many things they have received. For that, they need to make records, they need to write all that things, otherwise everything we cannot remember, no, sometimes we forget. So it should be written, they felt that it should be written somewhere. This led to the invention of writing. This way they felt to invent writing also. The earliest forms of writing developed in the Bronze Age. Clay tablets about 5000 years old have been found in Mesopotamia, present day Iraq. Means Mesopotamia, that is the is old name. Now it is called as, that place is called as Iraq. So there they found what? Clay tablets. In which age? Bronze Age. Do you remember, children, what was the Bronze Age? What you have studied about Bronze Age? The age when that copper and iron were invented. That age was called as Bronze Age. Okay. So these are among the earliest written records. So this clay tablet, a clay tablet from Mesopotamia, their written records were found. Understood? Now the pigeon post. The pigeon. You know pigeon? That pigeon, this pigeon, this pigeon, this pigeon. So that pigeon is used for the post. Some people realized that sending messages to distant places was not easy. Many people, mostly people felt that those people are living far places, it is not easy to send message to them. So messages could be sent and received only as fast as a man or a horse could run, and they need to receive the message or send the message very fast, like the as a man can or a horse could run. That much fast they need to receive and send the message. So in about 3000 years ago, long before the arrival of the postal serving, homing pigeons were used to deliver message. In which year? 3000 year ago. What happened? The arrival of postal service. Postal service means you will come to know about here. I will explain you about the postal service. Okay. Homing pigeons. Homing pigeons means they tamed the pigeons. They used to keep pigeons at home, were used to deliver message, and pigeons were used to deliver the message. The message was tied to the leg of pigeons. Where this leg? No, there the message was tied on the paper, which would then fly off to deliver the message. And after tying this paper on their legs, they used to fly that pigeon used to go and with the message. Homing pigeons were selected because of their natural ability to find their way back home across long distance, and these pigeons were selected because they had the natural ability. They were knowing how to come back home after giving the message, after delivering the message to the person where it should be reached. Across long distance, the pigeon's post became so successful that it was used to carry urgent messages during battles. And these homing pigeons were very successful for giving the message or receiving the message. In the battles also, that pigeons were used to send the message or receive the message. So this way these homing pigeons were used. Now postal service. Postal service, you had seen this post office, this post box, letter box. Many times we had drawn this in your drawing. So this is the letter box and how it was used. Scholars believe that the first postal service began in ancient Persia, present day Iran. So you have learned this. This is in Mesopotamia, Iraq, that is the clay tablet is found, and this is Persia, that is present day, that country is known as Iran. So there they found the first postal service started. The first postal services started in the country Iran. Ancient time means old age. The name of Iran was Persia. The Persian rulers means the kings, improved roads so that message could be delivered swiftly. So they had very nice roads so that they can send the message fast. Posting stations were built where men and horses would wait for the information to be carried to the next station. And in this Iraq, Persia, they made the stations like you had seen bus station, railway station. Same way they had made the station where the men were already standing, men and horses were already waiting for the message, that as soon as that message will come and they will give to the person, that particular person. So there stations were made for receiving and sending the message where the men and horses were waiting for the information. The ancient Romans perfected the postal system. Indian rulers also developed a postal system. Then ancient Romans are the people of Rome, perfects the postal. They have perfected the postal system. They had improved the postal system, and Indian rulers also developed a postal system. The rulers, you know, that kings. The postal system was modernized during the 19th century. In 19th century, this system is modernized. This is modern. This is changed. This is developed. Today, postal service is a widely used means of communication, and now mostly people are using these postal services. Now, what postal service? Now people are using mobile and all. Okay, so this way that postal services were developed. Now, this is people send letters and parcels through the post office. The cost of sending letters to paid through stamps. So stamps, you know, children, I had the image of stamps. I will here is the see, this is stamps, this is stamps. So these stamps are sticked on the letter, on the envelope. Okay, this had the cost of 25 rupees or 1 rupees. So this, the cost of sending letters is to paid through stamps. So this is the stamp which was sticked on the envelope, or that firstly in lands were there, so that were for writing the letters. We used to write letters on that. So these stamps were used for the, that it has the cost, and it is paid through stamps. With these stamps, that stamps, on the stamps, that great leaders photos are there, or this is the, like, see, you can see here what image is there. So all these images are printed. Now, invention of in communication. Inventions, new inventions in communication. Communication means, sending and receiving messages. So many inventions had to ease communication. Many inventions are made to make easy communication. Let us read about them. Printing press. First is what? Printing press. Printing press. What is the use of printing press? In the beginning, books were written and copied by hand. In starting, we don't have the printers, no, like your books are printed books. Your books are printed. What you are writing in the copy, that you are writing in by hands. So by hands, that if you are writing by hand, it is very difficult, it is very time consuming, it takes too much time. So it was very slow process. It takes time, so it is slow process. These handwritten books were very expensive, and as it was taking too much time, so it was very expensive. Expensive means, children, costly. Very few people could buy and read such books. Because the books were very costly, so few people, only rich people, were able to buy. All were not able to buy, and books were also few because it was taking the time. The Chinese were the first to develop the art of printing. So Chinese, the person who is from China, they are the first to develop the art of printing. They only made this art of printing. But the method was difficult and thus not popular. China has made this art of printing, but their method of printing was very difficult, so it was flopped. It was not popular only. Now next, what happened? Then afterwards, in the 15th century, Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press. He used metal blocks that had individual letters of the alphabets curved on them. Each metal block could be moved around to print words and sentences. In the 15th century, who invented? Just underline, Johannes Gutenberg. Underline this. Invented the printing press. In when? In 15th century. He used metal blocks that had individual letters. So in this printing press, metal blocks were there in which the individual, in which that particular letter was there of the alphabet curved on them. Curved on them means it is cut, made by cut. Each metal block could be moved around to print words and sentences. These made the process of printing much easier. Gutenberg's printing press made it possible to make more copies in lesser time. This printing press made it possible to make the more copies of pages in very less time, means able to print more pages easily in less time at much lower cost. And this is also it has not much cost. It was less cost. It was not very expensive. As a result, books became cheaper. They also became easily available to the common people because it was not much time consuming, and it was easy to do, and many copies they are able to make. So what happened? Books were available to common people also because it was not very costly. So this was about the printing. Now the telegraph. Between 1830s and 1840s, Samuel Morse invented an instrument that could send messages to any part of the world through wires by using electrical signal. So you have to underline Samuel Morse invented an instrument that could. Who invented telegraph? Samuel Morse. Okay. That could send message to any part of the world. Because of telegraph, we can send message to any part of the world through wires. Here we were not using papers. Here we are sending message through wires by using electrical signals. And what was the signal? Electrical signal was there. This instrument was called the telegraph, and that instrument where that message was sent by using wires, by using electrical signals, that is called telegraph. Message could be sent in a coded. That message was sent in the code. Code means some codes are there, no, that everyone is not knowing that codes. So in that coded language the message was sent. Now here you can see, this is children printing press, which is invented by, this is the image of Gutenberg, and this is the printing press. Here we used to keep papers. This is the weight. So on this weight, no, this is the handle, and here ink on the, like stamp, you have seen stamped by like seal. So on the seal that image is written of, you had seen seal, like on the paper we put seal, that seal. Okay, so here ink was there, and here metal is there. So when we press this weight, that here because paper is there, then that image is printed. Okay, on the block is there. So this is the picture of Gutenberg, and this is the printing press what he had invented. Now we are going to continue about that telegraph. So language of dots and dashes, this coded language was called the Morse code. You have learned now that message could be sent in code. In telegraph, message is sent in the codes, and language of dots and dashes. Codes are there, dots were there, and dashes were there. These were the language. This coded language was called the Morse code, and this coded language name was Morse code. Underline it. In a time when there was no telephone or internet, a telegraphic message that could be sent and received within not more than 5 minutes was a revolution. So in that time when there was no telephone, no internet, a telegraphic message, this is the message which is sent by telegraph, no, that was said to be telegraphic message, that could be sent and received within more than 5 minutes. Only within more than 5 minutes only they were getting the message through the telegraph, through the wire, and by using electrical signals. However, with the coming of new and better technologies in the 21st century, the telegraph was replaced and no longer used. So what happened in this 21st century? In 21st century they had invented some more things, so that telegraph was also replaced with the other things, and that is not used. Now telephone. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Who invented telephone? Alexander Graham Bell. It became the fastest means of communication of the time. People used to telephone to speak to anyone in the world. So Graham Bell invented telephone, and it was very popular. It was the fastest means of communication. So you can get question, what was the fastest means of communication? So telephone was the fastest means of communication, and people used to telephone to speak anyone in the world in recent time. Now also people were using telephone. Now mobile is there, that is also kind of telephone. Mobile phones have become more popular device of communication. You are very familiar about mobiles, you know many functions of the mobiles. So this is the what we are using. So this is the popular device of communication, so that we can send message, we can receive message. So here I can do it, so I hope that you can also do it. First question, the earliest form of writing was practiced in Mesopotamia or Great Britain? You have to choose the correct answer. I will not tell now. You have to read the lesson, or you have to listen the video and find the answer. Question 2. Pigeons were used to deliver message. Which type of pigeons were used to deliver message? Is that common pigeons? No. That particular name is there. You have to find the name. Gutenberg's printing press made books costlier. That printing press made books costlier. It was the costly. True or false? Tell it. The Paglether used the coded language of dots and dashes. Is it correct? Who used that coded language of dots and dashes? That you have to tell. Fifth one, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telegraph or telephone. What is correct? Telegraph or telephone? So you have to complete this. Send this answer. I can do it. Send it on my WhatsApp number. Read the lesson 2 to 3 times. Thank you, children.